Neener, 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 neener. Alrighty then. So now that we have this going on here, let's go ahead and do from Opeth because it was a poll winner here on the chat, and let's do this. This is Opeth, Moon Above Sun. Ooh, this is a long track too. Well, Opeth, they give us really solid bodies of work in each composition. I don't think I've ever heard of an Opeth track that is like in it to a minute to win it, pop culture styled composition where they're like 3 or 4 minute songs. I think almost every Opeth song gives us an individual journey in of itself. And what I've learned about listening to Opeth is that all of their albums are like concept albums. Is that the right word? Is that how they use it? I forget if that's the right thing. Are concept albums, so it's top to bottom full stories. Each one of their albums could be a separate musical. I know that they have 1 a.m. bus. I know they have some shorter songs, but in general, an Opeth project or album. I always say album. We don't release albums anymore. I don't know what we release anymore. Anyhow, let's do this. This is almost an 11-minute track. It's probably going to be longer because I'm stopping in the middle of it somehow to say some things. This is Opeth, Moon Above, Sun Below. All right. Oh, what a fry on his voice. You definitely have to be a fiend for meter work on this, and that's what Opeth is known for as well. And when they straightened everything out, I think that what their hook was, they went into this real straight 4/4, while they still carried on a bit of the really super unique rhythmic pattern behind it. That was such a pleasurable discomfort. Yeah, I think you might know what I'm trying to say over there. It's just the very unique feeling that you get when there's a relief or a release from a meter change that's so unexpected. And that's probably one of the biggest, most unexpected meter breaks or changes, rhythmical changes that I've ever heard that gets right into that, they go into this pattern that we're in right now, but when the hook came in, I was heavily joyed out on that pattern. I was like, oh, that is absolutely sick. Above and the sun below. Nice change up here. got a thing for mushrooms.
I can't remember the sun upon my skin, slave to a sorrow is whispering within. I'm always waiting for you before I sleep. There is no comfort in the distance that we
I love the texture and the dynamics of pulling us back and letting us settle into something that's accessible, you know, rhythmically. Kind of bringing in that Pink Floyd vibe. Love what the bass just did there. God, that bass. Society in your head holds the code of destruction. That was a big pull from Yes, you know, like the band Yes. That's what it felt like for me. That powerful, punchy solo and everything, and then that big boom cut to, you know, just the vocals like that. Oh, I'm sorry, I started sinking into this. Nice. Dying fast, some are dying fast. This can't last, 'cause nothing ever lasts. When a forest of flesh, there's a need to sever myself away from happiness. And I love how they resolve into something like lifting for a minute before they're about to hit you again. Wait, this is a good time for me to stop. We still got half of a song to listen to. That whole thing that I was mentioning about it had a very Yes influence, is that the band Yes loved to really give us powerful arrangements and turnarounds and stuff, and then would do something in dynamics and production like a, and then you'd have like this beautiful acapella or vocal only, you know, injection of something you know, it's extremely harmonic and very melodic, and that's what that did there. So it's wonderful that, you know, for myself, how I'm listening to this track, and for myself, I can identify some of my own soundtrack of life influences, Yes, and, you know, Pink Floyd in their work, you know, and so that's one of the things about Opeth that I so appreciate, is that just has a pull for me out of my own soundtrack of life and experience of music. But of course, they push it to a completely different level, not only with, you know, arrangements, but with musicianship, you know, and that is a great company keeper with my soundtrack of life with the two other bands that I just mentioned, you know. So let's continue on. This sounds like we're going to get into another trippy section here. This is trippy. Like a powerful rusty Leslie organ. I think so, maybe Leslie. I love the EQ on the kit. I love how they sold us on that melodic phrasing. Sounded like about 4 bars of melodic phrasing that they keep shifting and building and blowing up on. They really sold it to us by bringing the drums behind it. That right there. Drums. Sorry, I'm swaying in and out. They added that one monophonic synth sound at the very top that fully pulled all Pink Floyd. Prog rock at its best. Pulling out the needle. That's what I call this kind of an ending. Wow. Sick. That was killer. I'm glad I did that because this came through Patreon. And I wanted to do a complete album review, but I ran into some pretty heavy... All the problems that people warned me about on trying to do an album review here on Twitch happened. And I got a notification from Twitch saying, you could be in trouble. And because of the DCMA or DMAC, but whatever, their guidelines. So at least I'm stoked to have gotten this one track out for him.